Good morning, class. How are you all? I hope you all are fine, students. So, as you know, we are learning block number 14, and the third part of the day is comparing with adjectives. So, the third part is personification in poetry. Today, we will learn about the personification that we can use on our poetry. Okay, so shall we move ahead? Okay, now first I want to ask you about yesterday's block assessment. How was that? I saw the result. It was good. And now tell me your answer. How was your test? Just reply me in comment section good, best, or excellent. Okay, I'll wait. And now this is our aim. Describe an object using personification. Describe an object using personification, and these are our keywords: human, quality, and personify. Okay, you will use it here. So I want to tell something. This is the third defeat in a row. I think my luck is sleeping. Please keep your workbook, notebook, and content book with you, and listen carefully and do your work accordingly. This is the third defeat in a row. I think my luck is sleeping. Have a listen. So, what does the sentence mean? What does the sentence mean? And can luck really sleep? Luck. And why is luck described like that? Why is luck described like that? So, before the answer, I want to ask you a question of the day. Read this and tell me the quality I'm talking about. Okay, I'm going to show you one sentence. So read the sentence and just read first and tell me the quality I'm talking about. I'll give you four options about this sentence. Flower danced with joy when the soft breeze hit it. Flower danced with joy when the soft breeze hit it. I'll give you about this the quality of this sentence and send me the correct answer in question of the day forms app. Okay, so the sentence means, I told you one two sentences and this is the third defeat in a row. I think my luck is sleeping. So the sentence means that luck is not favoring the person, due to which the person has been defeated three times. Okay, and luck cannot sleep. As you know, here luck has been personified by giving it the human quality of sleeping. Okay, given the human quality of sleeping. Understand? So today we will read a poem to find what and how things are personified in it. Okay, all are ready? So now I'm going to show you one poem. Dinner time chorus. Dinner time chorus. So please read this poem. Let me read first. The teapot sang as the water boiled. The ice cubes cackled in their glass. The teacups chattered to one another. While the chairs were passing gas, the gravy gurgled merrily as the oil danced in a pan. Oh, my dinner time chorus, what a lovely, lovely clam. Have a listen this. So please read the poem once again and discuss about the poem with your parents, with your friends. And what is personified and what human quality is given to it in this poem. What is personified and what human quality is given in that. What has been personified and what human qualities are given. So what is personified? Let me tell you. The teapot, ice cubes, teacups, the chair, the gravy and the oil have been personified. सो हैव यू क्लियर अबाउट दिस वर्ड पर्सोनिफाई? मतलब ऐसा कोई वर्क जो उसको बिल्कुल पर्सन से रिलेट करता हो, वो बिल्कुल लिविंग थिंग की तरह वर्क करता हो, एक्टिविटी करता हो. फॉर एग्जाम्पल लेट मी टेल यू, दे हैव बीन गिवन इन द ह्यूमन क्वालिटीज ऑफ सिंगिंग, chattering, passing gas, gurgling and dancing. First one is singing, singing, chattering, passing gas, gurgling and dancing. Okay. टीपॉट sang as the water boiled. So टीपॉट को हम सिंगिंग की तरह पर्सोनिफाइड कर रहे हैं. आइस क्यूब्स cackled in their glass. cackled means chattering. chattering मतलब जल्दी जल्दी बातें करना. And while the chairs were passing gas means passing gas. passing gas तो ह्यूमन बीइंग भी करते हैं. And the oil danced in a pan. It's dancing. My dinner time chorus, what a lovely gargling is also there. So do you understand about the personified? What has been personified and what human qualities are given to these things? All are sure? Understand well? Okay, let's move. Will it still be personification if we say the teapot danced and gravy chattered? Why? In personification, we give human qualities to things by describing their actions. The whistles of the teapot are described as singing. The moving of the gravy in the pan is describing as dancing. We can't describe the whistling of the teapot as dancing or the gravy as chattering. It wouldn't make sense. Okay? What is the title of the poem Dinner Time Chorus? And how can we make the poem more interesting by adding adjectives in the poem? The way different things are moving, singing, and dancing. It seems that they all are giving a performance at dinner time. Therefore, the title of the poem is Dinner Time Chorus. We can make the poem more interesting by adding adjectives such as the stout teapot sang as the hot water boiled. As the stout teapot sang as the hot water boiled. So, do you understand about personification in poetry? How we can use the personification in our poetry? So, please send me the comment. Send me in the comment section also about today's class. How was that? Any confusion? If it is there, please send me in comment section. And first, read the poem Dinner Time Chorus again. And one poem is also there in worksheet. Complete S3 page number 32. Do practice question number 5 in your notebook. And then thank you. Have a good day. Okay, now do one thing. Find the nouns in the lines given in S3. In S3, one poem is there. Please find the nouns and write at least 2 adjectives for each of them. Okay? So, this is your today's class. Please see and watch carefully. Reply in my forms app about your question of the day. And this is comment section. Please read this and reply me. Okay, so I hope you understand well. Do your work, complete your S3 and complete your question number 5. Please do it in your notebook. Have a good day. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Have a good day.